my body back and forth. Move 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 my body.
Superhuman strength, I'll be here to save the day. Yeah, if you need me, you just gotta call my name. I'll be ready for the battle, any dragons I will slay. I've got a power that will never fade away. I'm superhuman, put that world on top of my shoulders. Anytime I day, I go to war like a soldier, taking that risk and nobody is bolder. Time keeps ticking, we're all getting older. I'ma work it, I'ma make it, like a boss bringing home that bacon. Got these kids trying to test my patience, nothing gonna shake me, I'm not breaking. I'm indestructible, baby, no matter what, you can't faze me. I'll make a meal that's so tasty, then go to work and make it rain money. My life's like a movie scene, I'm a superhero, I'm the MVP. Everybody wants a little piece of me, and I can do it all like it ain't nothing. Superhuman strength, I'll be here to save the day. Yeah, if you need me, you just gotta call my name. I'll be ready for the battle, any dragons I will slay. I've got a power that will never fade away, 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 away. I'm superhuman.
Hey, it's all Ram. And of course, we also have the amazing, a little bit sick as well, but we have the amazing Moxie Founder with us today. And I hope his voice won't die, because I heard we have 2 amazing games ahead of us. And then after that, a small break. And then another 2 amazing games. Moxie, what are you looking forward to the most today?
Well, hopefully the 4-0, of course. Like Alisam said, I am sick, so I'm gonna apologize ahead if my voice cannot handle as much stress as it usually can, but I will do my best. Yeah, of course, looking forward to the potential 4-0, you know, especially for Fenrir here. Getting that 2-0 would put them in a pretty good position for playoffs, right? They are currently tied second, only one win behind the first place. So, you know, getting that 2-0 would at least for now put them in first place until the others have played, right? But you know what I mean. And they played 1-1 versus the first place and the other second place already. So they've played against all the, let's say, at least on paper, hard people. and now the last 3 teams are still left.
Exactly. And we had a bit of a struggle with the client, but it seems like everybody is in the lobby right now, as far as I can see it. Yeah, looks like the lobby is full. Looks like most of our boys will be ready soon. And of course, guys, I'm also super grateful for every single one of you writing in the chat, just lurking from somewhere, or just making sure we all have a good time. Because a stream is nothing without its viewers and without the players giving us some good games. So yeah, and it also looks like the opponent team does not have Upper 5 Flying Kittens, by the way. It looks like they do not have a stream. Should we invite them as well into our realm of possibilities, Moxie?
I mean, I put the stream on the website, right? So they know if they look there. Otherwise, you can always invite them. But I think once we write cast ready, they'll know that we are streaming, so it should be fine. That works too. You can also invite them.
Yeah, I think cast is ready. I always feel like I know some players called Insomnia, but then I also remember it's a name that probably a lot of people have, so...
True.
Oh,
Seems
man.
like they are going to be ready, though. Let's hope that the client survives this whole cast, and the second one, of course, as well. And that it doesn't just randomly die in between again, like it did before. It was some weird Vanguard issue, but I think like basically everyone had it.
Yep.
And yeah, shout out to Chad as well, of course. Seeing some APC Swain would be banger, you know. A little bit of a special bot laner here in the team, so maybe we can see some fancy pick. But for now, we are just waiting to get into Gem Select. I see some go spams already. And it seems to work, so let's head over.
I wanted to write good luck, have fun to everybody, but they were too quick with starting. And yeah, the first ban, no surprise if you looked at the OPGGs, because I heard, it's not because Moxie is casting, and he's one of the best Blitzcranks I know. I heard the support from Upper 5 is also kind of a Blitzcrank enjoyer.
Yeah, for sure, and Oregano is a big Thresh enjoyer. So far, on our side, it's only kind of targeted bans. The Zek, the top laner plays a lot of Zek top. Nidalee for the jungler, of course, enemy jungler plays a lot of Nidalee. And like you said, support is a big Blitzcrank enjoyer. So far, target bans, and we will secure the strong Tristana for us as first pick.
I mean, I see that as an absolute win. Tristana, flexible pick, I feel like she's a benchmark right now. If you want to play a mid laner, and you ask yourself the question, well, can my mid lane pick survive against Tristana early game? And the answer is no, then is your mid lane pick really viable? Probably not. And Corky, so Moxie, where do you see those picks going? Because, for a while they've been shoved back and forth between mid lane and ADC role, so where are they right now currently?
For now, I would say they are both going mid lane, so it's going to be the standard Tristana Corki matchup in mid. Of course, Corki can go ADC, but with the Kai'Sa pick here, we are pretty sure that it is going to be the Corki mid lane. It's the most standard matchup right now. The current meta is basically you have an AP jungler and you have Tristana or Corki mid lane, or some other AD like Yone, for example, right? So for now, both teams picking up the, I would say, best and second best, in their own ways, AD mid lane picks. So have to see with what AP junglers, or actually potentially non-AP jungler, the teams are going to match it with.
Well, now of course that screams for a Swain pick. Honestly, if this is not a Swain pick, then we kind of leave the Tristana open for bot lane. But honestly, I think we should just go for the Swain here, right? Because then we have a good mix and it cannot be banned. That's the most important one. I heard that Mundo is also kind of a concern here. And Ornn We got the Ornn early. I'm not too sure what to think about that, but Moxie, you can enlighten us.
I mean, so far it's still all very flexible. Of course, you're not allowed to forget there is the Ornn Senna bot lane as well, right? So it doesn't specifically have to be a top lane Ornn. You can technically still send to Tristana bot lane or mid lane, so you're a bit flexible there as well. So overall, it's quite flexible for now. We'll have to see. I do agree with you. The Swain would be good, especially with something like the Poppy, like champs that want to go in, right? Kai'Sa as well, kind of. Upper 5 banning some normal ADC, so they expect again normal ADC from left hand. Yeah, I do agree. I think the Swain here would be good. We'll have to see what bans we choose to go for. Like you said, the Mundo is also still open. You know, we see the Ornn again. Ornn is technically still a flex, but I would not be surprised to just get rid of the Mundo because, no, why not? Sometimes banning comfort is just works.
Yeah, exactly. I think I saw the top laner just being a Mundo enjoyer, just as the support is a Blitzcrank enjoyer. And I feel like if you never play, you know, it's the classic. If you don't play against it a lot in scrims or solo queue, then of course the lane is going to be hard for you because you're not used to the matchup. Going from top laners to junglers though, a lot of AP options are banned because don't forget, guys, Corki used to be, like for a long time now, he used to be a magic damage champion, but now he got the mini rework. He deals a lot more normal damage now, as Moxie already said. But that means you kind of want a DPS mage in the jungle, and with so many good DPS mages banned away, I mean literally all the viable ones, right? Karthus, Nidalee, Talia, Lilia, interesting. And now they said, screw it, if we cannot have a DPS jungle, why not pick Evelynn? And I'm not sure though, like, you have a lot of good options open, like those classic Morgana, Brand, Zyra, you know, those, you can even play Syndra jungle at this point, by the way, fun fact. There are a lot of good mages open, even Elise, stuff like that. Would be an assassin as well though. And we saw the Fiddlehover. I don't agree with the Evelynn because she has no DPS, like, she will not be able to, I don't know, consistently kill a Mundo that goes full armor. But yeah, maybe the Kai'Sa goes AP or something. I'm a bit lost here. I don't know what Evelynn is doing in this draft, honestly. But of course, I like the Swain. I like the Nautilus. And yeah, pretty much it. To look at chat real quick, Rocker Farm, I feel like there are 10 jungle AP picks that would have been better than Evelynn, but maybe upper 5 knows something that we don't. That is also always an option. Maybe they pick an AP top laner now, like Rumble or something, and Poppy support, or I don't know. So we'll see.
And also, you're not allowed to forget, you know, comfort plays a role too. You know, so maybe the jungler is very comfortable on Evelynn, which kind of, you know, adds some points to the pick. But I do agree, there are many more picks that are just straight up better. I'm a bit surprised by the Karthus ban as well. Like, maybe they could have just left the Karthus open and picked it themselves, R4.
100%, yeah.
I'm a bit confused, but we have to see how they choose to play it. Like you said, I think this game is going to be quite hard for the Evelynn, because looking at Foxnyr's team, like, the only one you can really one-shot, or try to one-shot, is the Tristana, right? And even then, she can kind of buffer jump away from the charm. You know, so it's also not the best. I'm not sure. I think it will be a hard game for Evelynn. But of course, Evelynn always brings a little bit of this this solo queue pattern in there, where you can just never really keep your eyes off. You know, invisible champs are always annoying to play against. So I have to see how she does. We're actually gonna keep the Ignite and TP on Poppy, which is also kind of surprising. I personally love to have Flash on Poppy, but you know, maybe he expects to be able to kill top lane, which is possible, but it is an Ornn, so also kind of hard in my opinion. On the other hand, for the rest, pretty standard. Double TP on Foxnyr's side. Yeah, I like the comps here for Foxnyr at least. I like the comp there. For the rest, again, if you just take away the Evelynn, I think upper 5 a pretty solid team comp as well. Poppy, of course, really nice into the Tristana, into the Xin Zhao, even into the Ornn, right? You can cancel their jumps, their dashes. And can your chair do this?
What can you share to this for only $3.99? No man, I'm thinking. I don't.
Yeah, hard one. It's a hard one to say much about here. But overall, I think just purely looking at draft, Foxnyr should be favored. Again, purely looking at the draft,
Yeah.
I think we got the stronger of the two AD mid laners. Of course, it also kind of depends on who gets ahead, right? If Tristana gets a lead, she's really hard to play against. If Corki gets a lead, he's really hard to play against. So it kind of also depends on that.
I'm literally googling Corki damage split because, but I don't like. I can't see it. Like how much AP damage does he deal right now?
Close to nothing, right? I think it's all true damage. It's normal, it's like 80 or true damage, I thought. Something like that. I haven't been playing too much recently, so I cannot really say that much about it. I've not been following the patch notes as much as I should. But
No,
yeah,
I mean,
again,
you've been sick as well and stuff, but it's just I actually want to Google that now. And because to me this entire thing is so weird. Like Poppy has no AP damage at all, right? Evelyn has a ton, but she can only burst one person. I mean, yeah, her ult, her last caress can in theory hit multiple people. Her hate spikes can hit multiple people, but it's not going to happen, right? There's no viable bruiser Evelyn build or something. Now, if they have no AP damage, that basically means on free items they just auto lose, right?
yeah, of course you could have the Kaiser go AP, right? That's the one angle, or hybrid at least, that you can poke around with her W. That's the one thing.
She has to.
The one saving grace I can kind of see here, but even then you kind of lack the. I mean, you don't really lack the consistent damage with the Corki, right? But it's hard to say. It's hard to say, but we are getting into game. Just waiting for everything to load.
So, well, I mean, fun fact as well. I've like season 8 or something. For a really long time, like I think 6 months or whatever, I've been a Evelyn Shadow Assassin Kane 2 trick, so I can talk about some of Evelyn's specific mechanics. But yeah, I know.
Let's head into game.
Are we already in the game? Oh, Pog. At least you are, guys. I'm not there yet, but hey, that's what the screen share is also for. And we get the first blood, by the way. What an amazing start into this series. What an amazing start to already have a lead and already crush upper fives. Mental game here. That is an annoying one, Moxie.
Yeah, for sure, and the kill goes to Lefton as well, which is really important as he is now the sole AP on Foxnyr's side, so having him get a little bit of a lead already is really good. He will get into lane with an extra pot and an amplifying totem, so he will be happy. And of course, also we saw Corki W away, so he did start with his W, not an ability you kind of want to start on with Corki. Usually you start with E or Q, I think. So having that little bit of a disadvantage at level 1 is also something that potentially can be punished by Barcode, we'll have to see. So we head into the normal lanes for now.
Are you live, by the way? Did you hit the plus for a second?
I did not hit the plus, no.
Then
I could hit the plus though, if you want.
Go for it. Or you can also hit it on your keyboard if you do have a plus.
Yeah, I don't have a plus, that's the issue. I have a 10
You don't
less.
have a plus. You don't have a Swiss flag on your keyboard. Feels very not Swiss, man. But yeah, that means we are both synced up. Nothing really happened in those few seconds. And yeah, we have on bot lane the Swain, the special pick, the Lefton, the special. And we will see how it performs. Again, my prediction is if he gets like 3 items and he go for something like Zonias, he will reduce so much damage. It will be so strong. And we've got a first kill on him already, so hell yeah, guys. We are on a great start.
And also forget every E hits is, on one target at least, is 12 bonus HP. So slowly stacking that HP as well. He hit a couple of them on Alistar already. Fortunately, that one missed. To be a little bit careful though, of course, they are strong. But Swain is a mage, and usually mages are a bit weaker than AD champs. We are gonna go for a little invade here. Prio mid lane and Prio bot lane. Means we might get a
Yep.
4v4 fight at blue buff.
Yeah, that is one
Oh.
of Evelyn's weaknesses. Hook connects here. Are we seeing the next kill already? Rayek back to base. Insomnia or Shining Moon will be the targets. Insomnia it is. Has to flash away defensively. And yeah, that is the weakness from an Evelyn and abused in a perfect manner. This is showcase material. Left on grabbing even more stacks. He has already more than 100 HP from his passive, by the way. I love it. I also love this engage here. This is an absolute massacre. The Evelyn. Not even 4 minutes into the game and she already got denied so hard. Now on bot lane left on, he has to survive a little bit. But if he can, then Nautilus and Kiyomaru on the Zin, they will show up. Hook will not connect, but does it even matter? I feel like the cow has just been killed here. No roast beef for us tonight because he will have to always run back into lane. Now Insomnia tries to get something here. Balcourt still has flash though. He does not even use it. This is amazing start. 2k gold lead, by the way, guys. 2,000 gold after 4 minutes. What?
Amazing start, real nice invade. Xinzao, of course, did lose a little bit of time going for that bot lane kill again as well. So Evelyn has a little bit of a lead on him for now, but he still has a lot of jungle left to clear. You can see his whole bot side is up. They can still just, you know, run down there, get that, or potentially run into Evelyn, like Barcode is doing here.
God. Oh my god, Insomnia, he is not allowed to play the game. He is not even... Barcode is out of control.
Yeah, the red
Barcode.
buff, man.
Oh
Oy, oy, oy.
God. 4 kill participations already. We have 5 minutes into the game. We have 5 kills. This is absolute madness. This is probably the sickest early game we have seen the entire split here.
Really nicely done, and of course it all started with that little first kill they got on the Alistar with the invade. And then just using their prio nicely, using the fact that the Tristana is just a little bit stronger than the Corki early game. Again, we said the strongest and the second strongest AD mid laners that there currently are. But Tristana just straight up wins that 1v1 early game, which meant we could run into the enemy jungle. Evelyn, as you said already, a very bad clearing champion. I see a bit of confusion on Alistar's face. Everything okay?
Yeah, everything's okay.
Okay. I thought the stream died or something.
Nope. My
okay.
OBS died, but my cam is still working. On like upper fives plan here to... I don't know what even do. Because the thing that we talked about, the AD-AP split, if you get ahead or stay super even until 2 items, it's fine. But like this, if Swain can go for a Zonios and be so ahead of curve that it doesn't even matter, then that's just insane. And look at it. Kolak getting killed once again. And it's just pure domination. I don't even know what to say anymore. This is unfair. Like, what? Look, the hook!
It's a 6-minute lost chapter. This Swain just hurts so much. He has 6-minute lost chapter. He has Darkseer with 3 stacks already. You can give us a short live update on his stacks as well, but I don't want to click around on the screen. And just tell us how much.
He has 22 soul fragments, and now it's up to Chet. 22 times 12. Chet also has to do something here. We cannot do all the work, you know.
True. So quick math, 22 times 12 is the amount of bonus HP he already has, and it's just so hard for the Kaiser who will... Hook actually goes wide.
The classic. Yeah, Rayek is flashing away. Maybe they can make something happen. Kiyomaru has to disengage here, because of course we are deep into enemy territory. First dragon also taken by us, by the way. We haven't even talked about it, because, you know, while killing everything and everybody non-stop, we did also get an objective. And Insomnia thought about, hey, maybe I can take Robs meanwhile, but actually Evelyn really I mean, she's okay-ish at taking objectives, but you know, compared to every strong jungler right now that was banned away, compared to them, she's really bad at taking objectives. So, yeah. And
Yeah.
you saw what happens if Barcode just meets her. And Barcode, wait, how much money does he have? He's on 3k. Whenever he goes back, he has 1,000 gold in the pocket right now. When he goes back, he probably has the Ninja Tabi finished, which I guess he aims for, because again, super auto attack focused comp here. And yeah, exactly. If you even dare to get close to this objective, then Barcode will just wipe the floor with you. And that's just a sad reality right now.
A really nice sidestep there from Barcode to make sure he doesn't get yeeted away by the Poppy ult. Secures them another kill, and yeah, like you said, I mean, they're just so strong right now. It's impossible. I mean, look at Kai'Sa. She does absolutely no damage to his Swain. And even if some damage hits, you know, he kind of heals it up again. After hitting a couple of those passive stacks. I need to be a little bit careful. Evelyn is here, they know it. Can Swain get his ult through in time? He does.
Well, Evelyn is level 6, so she does have a lot of damage potential, but not used. They're just not strong enough. Insomnia has to run away. Of course, Evelyn is good at that, but she did not get the kill. She had to use the last caress to just get out of there and not die before Swain just straight up murdered her with his Carouse Storm. And I mean, of course, I was just mentioning the Fiddlesticks ult, but it also reminds me a little bit of the pick that they hovered there, and I don't think it would have even made a difference, because you can also exploit Fiddlesticks so hard in the jungle. So yeah, I was thinking a little bit about that, if they should have gone for that champion, but no, again, there were so many better picks, and they get punished so hard for the Evelyn. Of course, don't get us like too wrong. Evelyn can always scale. Evelyn has good scaling, but then she only one-shots one person. And talking about scaling, you cannot scale if you are 4,000 gold behind. Elias on top lane, he does not want to be the first one to die, and he probably will not. He stays alive because Insomnia, no ultimate ready. Will he survive this? Will he survive the Ignite? No, he will not. First kill for Battley. And honestly, it's a nerd one for an upper 5. Like, come on. They are working so hard for it, and they finally got a payoff. So, here we go. 11-1.
11-1 indeed. I mean, you can see how hard this Kai'Sa is struggling. Has to avoid the Swain W. I mean...
Yeah, do we even have to talk about it anymore? It's like... you can see as Kai'Sa is struggling. Screen like, goes there, she dies. Yeah, okay, whatever.
It's not even just her dying, because at this point she is 0-4. She's not worth the biggest amount of gold anymore, right? But it's more also denying her the gold. Like... She is 40 farm behind Left Hand.
Yes.
Left Hand has a full tower almost. Like the bot lane tower has one plating left. She gets denied so many waves permanently. You can see another wave is currently dying under the tower. And they will also kind of get this wave behind turret as well, which will mean she will lose the next tower wave again. Yeah, it's just horrible to play.
Yeah, and all that is such a draft difference, right? Would you agree on that? Because I feel like Evelyn is just not viable right now. Like, of course, it's also some micro mistakes, player difference and everything. But we are just literally showing why Evelyn is never seen in competitive play. Because you can exploit her in an environment where you are coordinated and where you play around your priorities. So we had bot lane priority, we planned for that to be shofted out. And that's it. That's basically all we did.
Yeah, I mean, standard League of Legends 101 basically, right? But now top lane, Elias will have to pull off a miracle here. There are 4 people running up. Oregano and Barco trying their best to kind of deny the movement. It seems like he will be fine. Yeah. I think it's too hard at this point to dive the Ornn. Poppy kind of the only saving grace for upper 5 right now. Doing pretty well, you know, has this 30 farm lead. But again, take a look at bot lane. Swain is 1.5 items in. Has 6 Magi stacks. Got the full turret already. Yeah, it's very hard to play.
And that's also the beautiful thing. Usually you have to decide, okay, I want to be on one item while the enemy is on one item. And then do I want the Realize Crystal Scepter and have to slow, but, you know, not as much damage as with a basically every other item. But since Lefton is so ahead, he can just safely go for that, because nobody else already has a full item. Well, except for Battalion top lane, but you know what I mean, right? Because nobody has an item yet on the opposing team. You can just go for those different options, and it's like not even a question, and he has more than enough damage. He got the match ice as well, and gets a lot of AP just from that, so Lefton, more math, by the way. He is on 26 stacks. So, did not get as many stacks in the meantime, but hey, he got some kills and he got some gold. I heard it's also pretty good, and that also helps you a lot with base stats, so.
Oh, yeah, for sure. And Crystal Scepters is always good, because, you know, of course it does less damage, but if the enemies are slowed and they are stuck in your ult for longer, it also does more damage indirectly, right? So, has some pluses and some negatives on both sides. Top lane. No, Elias needs to be a little bit careful here.
Elias looks a bit hurt. Badly is looking for it. He will probably not be able to make it. Nope. Nice try though. And that's the thing, like Badly would not go for something like that if his team wasn't so far behind. And I applaud him, honestly. Because he has to do something, right? If you don't try something, then you will just bleed out, because look at the rest of the map. And yeah, Moxie, it's also exactly what I meant, right? If you are super ahead and have all the levels and the base stats, and you will soon hit the second item, then you can go for those util items, right? Because you have enough damage anyways from being so ahead. So that's why I think the Realize is 100% the best choice in this scenario, because the enemies, they will not get out of your ult anymore at all. And yeah, that's the thing, like, Kai'Sa is level 8. And Lefton is almost level 11, so no way that going for a more util-focused item even matters. Now Lefton showing up in mid lane, popping the ult here, Barco jumping in, a shutdown, went over to Insomnia, so who knows, maybe they can find some more success here. Kolak having to flash out, and on the other side of the map there's also a cat and mouse hunt. Insomnia running away, no flash up, no ult up, so if he is caught, he could just die. Will he be able to find the kill here? Nope. Barcode, too strong. Now, of course, meanwhile, Badly, he got a little bit off the top lane, but I don't think we mind too much.
Yeah, in the end, I think if you're upper 5, it's a trade you will take. Because, I mean, you know, you are super far behind, you got a turret top lane, you trade a 2-for-1 in kills, which is also, you know, not the worst, kind of. So, I mean, I think it's something you take. You get the TP from Elias as well. So, overall, of course, I don't think we mind too much. 6k gold lead right now. And also, don't forget, like, in my opinion, we are the stronger scaling team. We have the Ornn items as well, the ornaments,
oh, yes,
right?
yes.
So, like,
yes.
Whatever happens, as long as Swain doesn't lose all his stacks, he should be absolutely fine. And you can already see him most likely go for that Spirit Visage with the cloak. Bark, please be careful. Poppy does a lot of damage.
Insomnia also on top lane. Badly with a really good CC chain there, and Barcode will just jump into the Evelynn. That was well played by upper 5. They are, of course, trying to just somehow claw their way back into game, and getting a catch on a side lane like that is one way to do it. Now, of course, we do have an answer on bot lane, but it's not like you can do anything about that. Did the Herald just emote?
I didn't see it. Maybe.
Did Herald just throw out an Aussie remote? What?
Oh, wait a minute.
I'm so confused. Well, you know who's also confused? The turret, because he is about to die. We see the Ornhorn doing a lot of CC. We see Lefton, and he is so fast, and he slows everybody. And again, he does not deal insane amounts of damage, but you cannot get out. You have no chance of getting out of there. And it is 4 kills. Barcode, just for the funs of it, tries to 1v1 the Poppy. Makes sure to just keep her away from the base. And yeah, he will die. But meanwhile, the next turret is also crying because it also falls. And we are at 17 minutes. And the base is already cracked open. The third dragon is up, so who knows, maybe Kiyomaru decides to call for this as well. Or maybe they just reset first. Maybe they also try to trap Insomnia. Will of course see first before he is seen himself. Kolak has to watch out a little bit. Rayek throwing in some damage there. Kiyomaru, no ult available, so he has to flash out of there. TP from us is coming in. A beautiful hammer there from Battley to throw 2 people out to split the team left on. Without ult, he is not a champion. And we were a bit too greedy there for now, because 2-for-2 trade is not what we want to see. So yeah, maybe we should have just given up the dragon, take a different option. Of course, it is a decent play, but the play will continue now. Shining Moon jumping over there is exhausted and will likely just die. Barcode has to jump after him, but will get the kill here. Elias flashing away as well from Battley. Poppy is literally the only one really able to do anything here. It's so close! Will not find anything here. And the question is, can we find something? Insomnia might just get the kill here. Yup. The Evelyn coming kinda online now, finding some more kills and then getting the next expensive item could be really good for upper 5. But still, do not forget, it is a 4.5k gold lead and it might just be extended again because the cow is sent flying by the Forge God. We will even use the ult just to make quick work of a Kolak 28. And this means the dragon should finally go down and finally fall into our hands.
Yeah, a little bit of greediness here and there, of course. You know, you had some people without mana. It was a 5v4 for a short second because Barcode was still respawning. I had the TP in, right? And also, as you said, Lefton did not have his ult, and he is just not quite the same champion without an ultimate. In the end, it went fine, but now Barcode needs to be careful, though. Insomnia starts to become pretty strong.
No, I just wanted to say, no way you can finish this Tristana. No way. Barcode shoves out the wave as quickly as possible. He doesn't really have lifesteal, and keep in mind, Insomnia, thanks to the passive, will always be on a certain threshold of life. That means he just went into Demon Shade, restored some health. At this point, he can like regenerate to, I don't know, 1k. Wait. Let's see if I'm right. I think I can read it. He can regenerate to 1,118 health. That was pretty close. I was just roughly guessing. Battley is also roughly guessing. Can I survive this one? Like somehow. And Mr. Oregano's anchor is like, nope. Come back here. Stand still for just a cute picture. And yeah, while we're doing that, we will kill you, send you back to base, and you will have to wait in timeout for 30 seconds. And that is a big timing window. And hey, might as well try Nash. Even though Nash is super risky against an Evelyn, by the way. Fun fact, did you know that, Moxie? That Evelyn has a... Oh, never mind, hold the thought. Hold the thought. Left on is like, hello, everybody. What if I just ult in there, use my ghost? The first kill on Shining Moon. Well, not yet. He runs out of there. So just grab the next one. Insomnia is in there, has the last caress again to get out. And yeah, it's just Mr. Oregano is tanking for days, and that means nobody is falling here. The minions are, of course, joining sooner or later. Turret is going down, and Battley, he is tanky. He is decently in this game. He's decently playing, but man, it's a tough one. But yeah, what I wanted to talk about, did you know how the Nash damage on Last Caress from Evelyn works?
No, but it's probably execute damage, like missing HP. And as Nash has a lot of HP.
I always get super tilted when I play against an Evelyn. And of course, it happens like once a year. But when I play against Evelyn, she deals triple damage with her ult if you are below 30% health, right? And that also applies to Nash. And against Nash, with her ult, she deals like 2k damage or something. So it's omega easy to outsmite you, because she literally has to jump in with the blast cone, ult. I mean, I can check right now. Right now, it's 1,158 damage against enemies below 30% health. So, yeah, just mentioning, it is kind of a risky one to do a Nash against an Evelyn. That could be a comeback angle for upper 5.
Yeah, in the meantime, it looks like we're chasing again.
Meantime, flash over the wall from Mr. Oregano, catching Shining Moon, of course. Call of the Forge God also helps there. Badly is tanky, but not tanky enough against everybody so fed. Also, the Ornn items coming online now, slowly but surely, because it is an Abyssal Mask with a ton of extra stats in Elias' inventory. And on top lane, the last few turrets are going to be cracked. Only one turret left, the one guarding the Nexus itself. And, you know, Moxie, that turret is already sweating a little bit, I can tell you that much.
Yeah, especially with all the super minions that are gonna come running into his base now with a triple inhib down. And also, don't forget the Poppy. I mean, like you said, of course, she is tankier than an Evelynn or than a Kai'Sa, right? But look at her item. She doesn't really... she isn't that tanky. You know? She has a Trinity Force, she has a Black Cleaver. And the tabbies, of course. That's kind of it. If Swain hits her, she just drops.
Yeah, that is true. I mean, she gets some extra stats from her W passive, I think, from her Steadfast Presence. Kyumaru forced to use his Crescent Guard here, and yeah, he was kind of caught off guard, but now the entire Foxnyr squad is in here. Call it Smash Bros. Ultimate, because everybody is here, everybody is fighting. Rayak running away, Insomnia getting pulled back and left on in his demon mode. Beautiful hammer there from Badly. You need to hit this one every fight from now on, or like in general in this game. And even then, as you can see, it is not even a question here. Can they hold? No, they cannot. All the inhibitors are down. All their life bars except for Chilling Moons are down. The cow will not even try anymore because Kolak knows this one is over. Back to the drawing board, but GG's to Foxnyr. What a beautiful game.
For sure. I mean, you know, domination basically from the start. Really, really nicely played, you know, with the early invades. Getting them that little kill, and then from that point on, just abusing the fact that they had prio all the way through. Really, really nicely done. I would be very surprised to see Swain get through this far in the pick and ban again next game, because I think it was just very obnoxious for upper 5 to deal with.
Okay,
yeah.
One quick question though before we head into break. One quick one.
Yeah.
Do you think this could be a case of, oh, okay, we got cheesed by it, now we know how to play against it, and we can leave it open? Or do you feel like you cannot just adapt on the fly and you really have to ban it? Like, what do you think?
I mean, they will change some things. Of course, I think they will at least swap the sides, you know, which will put the Tristana, for example, into question, right? Which side will it go to? But overall, I don't think you can really fully blame it on cheese, which is nicely played as well, right? I mean, of course, the first invade was technically a cheese, but it's also not that cheesy with an Nautilus, right? On the other hand. So, I'm not sure, but I think they will have to do something on the drawing board for sure. We'll have to see what they want to do and what they want to change after a short little break. So get yourself something to drink, something to eat, and we'll be right back.
my body back and forth. Move my body back and forth. Move my body back and forth. Move my body.
Hello, everybody. There we are, back again. Is the amazing Foxnyr Stomp. What a first round. And I think there are a lot, and I mean a lot of possible angles to look at this game. To think about, okay, what can we do? And of course, you also have to think about if the enemy adapts, how will we adapt to the enemy adaptation? You know?
That's
And,
a lot of adapting. That's a lot of adapting for sure.
Yeah, you need to pick Kha'Zix so you can adapt to all of that.
I mean, for me, again, the big question is mainly the mid lane. The mid lane stuff, but we'll see as we are going to head into pick and ban. Foxnyr will be on the red side this time around, as I quote-unquote predicted. They will go for the swap. For now, the question is, though, will there be any changes in the first couple of bans? I don't expect it to, because, again, they were all kind of target bans. So I would not be surprised to see the same bans there.
Yeah. So, Blitzcrank, Zac. I almost said Aphelios, but no, that is another complicated 200 ability champion. That is the... Way. Can always have some fun pronunciations while we are waiting for the last ban. So yeah, the Blitzcrank Fresh is just a handshake at this point. Ashe ban, that's an interesting one, but of course, this means you want to keep some picks open, and I do not agree with that Tristana ban necessarily, because now you can just pick Corki and you have the best mid laner in the game, so we might as well also be BMing a little bit, because, yeah, Battley... Okay, we are disagreeing, we're saying, hey, what if we just go Ezreal instead?
Ezreal overall pretty strong. It's also a start of kind of a poke comp, right? The Nidalee is open now. The Nidalee was the third ban for Foxnyr last game. So getting Nidalee together with Ezreal is of course pretty nice. You know, you have the perma Q spam from two champions. But like you said, the Corki is open. Now the question is, will we go to secure that? No, we are going for the Kai'Sa ourselves this time around. It also kind of surprised me. But in the end, decent ADC. Why not, right? I would expect a jungler to be picked here. Maybe we'll just see the Ornn again. Again, we are red side, so usually the last pick is for top lane. Yeah, I would not be surprised to see jungle pick come through now. Or the Corki.
It has to be the Corki. What is happening? I mean, I'm a Viego fan. Just for everybody that has not seen yet, you know, I am a Viego fan, but you don't pick Viego here. Corki is open, Nidalee is open, everything is open. Do you pick Viego here? I don't know, man. I mean, again, I personally like the pick, but I'm a bit confused about it, honestly. I feel like everybody's picking comfort over meta right now.
I mean, that for sure. On the other hand, I'm not really... not 100% happy with the Viego. Not really because of meta or anything. But also just playing against double poke doesn't seem to me to be something that you really want to do with Viego. On the other hand, of course, it means the enemies are squishy, so if they die, or if they get CC'd, they die quickly, right? So that is good. And with the Kai'Sa and potentially something like a Nautilus, we usually are able to give some good follow-up for the Viego. Yeah, overall, I'm not too happy, and like I said, the Nidalee does come through for upper 5, and we are going to actually just go for the Ornn again. Of course, we do see the Renekton this time around. And technically, no mid laners are picked yet, of course. Ezreal, Kai'Sa both technically could go mid lane. I would be very surprised, but, you know, they could. Yeah, for now, no mid laners yet, even though the Corki is still open, and potentially the Corki will also get through the second ban phase.
That would be so funny to me. I don't... Are we just feeling like, hey, it didn't do anything in the last game, so let's just keep it open. It did not look too scary, so whatever. Is that the thought behind it, or will we see the Corki last ban now? I would be surprised to not see it banned. I would also be surprised to not see it first picked, because again, in my world, in my reality, Corki is just really strong right now, but maybe after the last game, both teams kind of feel like, why not pick it? I mean, some other picks like Skarner that have been comfort for everybody now for a long time, they're also just open and not really picked anymore, so who knows? I'm left wondering what the pick will be here, but just looking at it, they have to go for something, right? They probably want to keep support open. They can also go for a support. They can also just, I don't know, pick an engaged support themselves, or they just pick LeBlanc. And I'm confused.
Yeah, I think LeBlanc is pretty decent. It's okay into Nidalee and into Ezreal, right? You're a bit not fishy, slippery yourself, right? So you can kind of follow up on people, on champions that just want to poke. And yeah, I mean, Foxy will most likely go for something like the Leona, something like the Alistar themselves. They want hard engage together with the Kai'Sa, they banned the Braum, which also makes sense. And we are going to see the pop again. Yeah, now I'm not sure where things are going.
Yeah, this is...
Could be a Renekton mid in this case.
Is this even a game of League of Legends? To be fair, I like their approach. The approach is basically, hey, so we just did not win with like normal gameplay. What if we just go for a little bit more crazy stuff? And it feels like that is something that they are doing. If you feel like you cannot beat a team, try something sneaky. Try something like Renekton mid lane or Ezreal mid lane or whatever. Now we ourselves, a lot of good melee supports are banned, but the rel is still open. I mean, of course, Moxie, do you agree that Nautilus is the best, like just overall melee engage support blind pick right now, or?
Blind pick for sure. Yeah, he always kind of does his job, right? As most people know, I'm not the biggest. No, I wouldn't say the biggest Nautilus fan, but like Nautilus issue for me is the issue for me with Nautilus is he's just, if you fall behind, you are so useless. That's like the main issue, because compared to, let's say, something like a Leona, right, who has built-in tankiness. Of course, Nautilus has a shield, right, but I mean it's a tiny shield. Leona has a built-in tankiness feature which makes her basically unkillable for like 5 seconds, and Alistar has his ult, right, so stuff like that. And Nautilus kind of doesn't have that, so if he hooks and you are behind, even if you hit a carry, usually you just die and nothing else happens. Yeah, I'm not a big Nautilus fan overall, but just pure blind pick, it's by far the best. I'm not the biggest fan of the rel pick here, though. Personally, it will be pretty decent in lane, especially against the Seraphine. It's pretty nice, right? But overall, later on, I mean, it's really annoying to play into the Poppy for sure, right? And on the other hand, you have something like the Ezreal, the Nidalee, who are just... They should never really be in range. You know, they're always just playing safe, playing back. Even if you hit the Ezreal, he just arcane shifts out. On the other hand, Renekton can also just slice and dice out, right? So it's a bit hard. I would have preferred to see something like the Leona. Or again, maybe the... even the Alistar. I think Leona would have been my preferred choice here. But yeah, you have to see what Oregano can do on the red.
I see. Thanks for getting all that stuff out of the way. Now, chat also asked if Renekton Nida is as nasty as Renekton Elise. No, it is not, funnily enough, because the amazing thing with Renekton and Elise, they are like made for each other. Because Elise is really good at level 3 tower diving, and Nidalee is not as good. I mean, she's decent at level 3 tower diving, don't get me wrong, but Nidalee usually wants to do other things as well in the game. Of course, the spread of AD AP damage, where usually against Renekton you want to build Ninja Tabi to remove some of his W damage because it's like free auto attacks if he uses it with Fury, and then the Ninja Tabis are really good, or play the Steel Caps, you know, for the newer players. That is something really important, but yeah. With Nidalee, again, it's not as insane as with Elise, but it can work for sure. Now the question is, of course, that is the cat that we have to talk about here. Let it out of the bag. I mean, maybe more the crocodile let it out of the bag. It should be Renekton mid lane, or maybe, who knows, Poppy mid lane. Now, Moxie, what do you think? You know, I know you're a bit sick, but you have to use your brain real quick, because I'm not too sure. Like, do you want to play Poppy against LeBlanc because you can counter her dash and then she can't clear the wave? Or do you want to play it with Renekton and just right-click her and have your W ready when she dashes in? I feel like both have, in theory, an answer to the LeBlanc, but I have no idea how that would work, honestly.
I mean, I would personally prefer to have Renekton mid lane in this case. I think Poppy... We saw what Poppy can do to the Ornn, right? It's a good matchup for Poppy. So why not just send her into that matchup again? I don't see a reason to change that one up for sure. On the other hand, kind of mid lane, you need stuff that is safe, or safer at least. And compared to Renekton, Poppy is just not that. So yeah, I would prefer to see Poppy mid lane for upper 5. And let's head into game. Guess I'm in. I don't know if you are in.
I'm in as well.
To the
guys,
quick time control.
Yeah,
Let's go.
Go on to the live portion of the game and look at Insomnia already throwing some of those javelins into the direction of Foxnyr. And yes, you are correct here. Foxnyr on the red side this game, and on the blue side we have upper 5 flying Kittens. And we did see an early first blood last game. Will we see the same this time? Shining Moon dropping to half-life. Elias getting rooted. Doesn't matter, Mr. Oregano is the first target of interest here. He will drop kind of low, but I think this time it's already a better start for upper 5 here.
Yeah, it is already a better start for sure. Just a little warning, I put some throat sweet in my mouth, so my throat doesn't hurt as much. If I sound a bit weird, it's because I have a sweet in my mouth and it's hard to talk with that. But yeah, it is a better start for upper 5 indeed. It's not a fight you want to take early, in my opinion. And yeah, we did see what happened. But for now, lanes are going to go back to normal. Oregano will be quite late to lane, which also means Kai'Sa will lose a lot of experience and potential CS as well. Because she is forced away from the wave against a double poke from Seraphine and Ezreal. Mid lane for now, very annoying for the Renekton, you know, because if he steps up, he will get auto attack Q all the time from the LeBlanc. We'll get a little better with the level 2.
Maybe. Interesting matchup for sure. That is something we have to just keep in mind. Renekton mid lane. Now, do you think, Moxie, just draft-wise, does it change anything when you have a Renekton mid lane? I mean, you have Seraphine on bot lane. Maybe she will be kind of a carry then or something? Or how do you think will this... What will it mean for the team comps?
The Renekton mid lane?
Yeah.
Not too much. You just have the extra tank, right? Or extra tank, the extra bruiser. You can already see bot lane as well with the double poke. Really, really annoying for Lefton and Oregano. We have to see if Hyumaru can help them out in the bot lane a little bit. Elias seems to be doing better top lane though. Maybe he learned from their first rodeo in the game 1.
Oh, for sure.
For the rest, mid lane, I need to see barcode.
Top lane, Elias, did he learn though? The buckler will shield badly here. The Ornn, he will get smacked, maybe? No, he cannot get the first blood here. Badly with the hammer shock. Will get the first blood. It's not as terrible as you might think though, because of course we have the TP, so you can get back to lane kinda quickly. That's what I wanted to say.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that was Caster Curse in a nutshell, basically. You know, I praise Elias for learning, yeah. And then a second later he died. Bit unfortunate, but not too bad. You know, he still has a decent CS lead. Oregano actually going in greedy now. Ezreal has no E.
Yeah, more important though, Kolak will get stunned here, will drop low, saves the flash for a later time, but I might have to use it soon. Flash forward from Kiyomaru, and there we go. Use the possession to heal up a little bit, and Revek trying to flash, but will not help at all. And now, if you are the top laner, you can think, hey, whatever, I'm just chilling, my team got this.
Yeah, really, really nicely played. You know, got basically the thing I said, if Kiyomaru would be able to help bot lane, and he did indeed. I mean, of course, he helps himself as well, you know, gets that early pickaxe as well, which he'll be very happy with.
Oh yeah.
And now bot lane got some time to breathe as well, and you see a big wave under the turret. Ezreal will be able to get there in time for most of the minions, but he will lose some minions down there. Now we're slowly getting to the point where objectives will start to spawn. Dragon spawning in a couple of seconds. The Grubby spawning in a minute as well. Now to see where the priorities of these two teams lie.
Ah, indeed. We will see just that. 5 minutes are on the timer, and that means the Grubbies, they will spawn soon. And it also means the first dragon is alive on the Rift. And it is a Hextech one, so I'm personally always a big fan of Hextech, you know? Getting a little more ability haste, especially in the early game. If you don't know, the more ability haste you have, the worse it gets, basically. So, in the early game, there is a high chance that you just have around nothing. So even a little bit from the dragon will already have a big impact.
And you get some attack speed as well, right? If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, 100%.
So, you know, getting a little bit of help with farming and hitting some people. Something everyone will take for sure. For now, it does seem like Kiyomaru will be around bot lane for the dragon. Well, Nidalee... Oh, top lane actually. Forge being used. Yeah, Nidalee will be going for the grub, so it looks like it's going to be a trade.
A classic, exactly. Kiyomaru looking for a bot lane gank first, though. Will not really find anything, so now he should just retreat and go for the dragon. Of course, it is a little bit scary because I'm not 100% sure if we know where Shining Moon is, and having a Renekton in your face, he is a strong early game champion. He can just stun you, has a lot of front-loaded damage. But I'm really glad that we just take the trades. I think that favors us, honestly. If you do not give up the next grubs, then it's super fine.
And if Nidalee doesn't get too much of our topside jungles, it looks like she will be going for that red buff. Kiyomaru is still hovering around bot lane.
Nidalee thinks, right? It would be a good counterplay to get a play on bot lane. No flash though. Without flash, this is super hard to do. And Kiyomaru wasting a bit of time here, but he probably knows that his buff is gone. He probably is already accounting for that. So he's looking for the next best options, which is, of course, invading himself, setting down some vision, getting the enemy timers. I like it.
He is going back though, so he doesn't feel comfortable enough to take this red buff or the golems. I mean, the red buff is not even up yet, right? So he will not get anything, at least money-wise. He did get the ward down, like you said. Got a little bit of extra info. It's always nice for sure. Yeah, Kiyomaru falling behind a little bit. Of course, he does have the kill and the assist. Well, Nidalee is still chilling at 0-0-0.
It's an interesting one, actually, because okay, I was wondering for a little second what happens mid lane there. Well, I feel like this can be really explosive. If Shining Moon ever decides to go super ham, then again, as I mentioned, he has a lot of burst damage. But no, the ward basically lets us know that Nidalee had to be topside somewhere, so that helped a lot. Now, Moxie looking at the mid lane, by the way, and also chat saying, yeah, mid looks tough. We do have a decent CS lead on Shining Moon. What do you think after 8 minutes about this rank pick?
I mean, to be honest, I think it's more of a barcode, not issue, but... Oh, actually, Kiyomaru
Kiyomaru has to watch out a little bit. Uses his Heartbreaker in a defensive manner, but now Shining Moon is there. Everybody will flash over the wall. Everybody will try to chase or maybe get away. Left on has a lot of damage there to trade the jungler. Gets the shutdown there. And now Shining Moon is in there. He is tanky thanks to his dominoes. But is he tanky enough? With the heal, he will stay alive a little bit longer. But will fall after all. Top lane. Poppy getting a kill as well. Meanwhile, down there, Barcode. He wants that Ezreal. He will get that Ezreal. And now Kolak, all alone, can probably not do too much against a double buff. LeBlanc, Barcode got 2 kills out of this. Left on is on 2 kills, so I think this is decent. The only thing that is a bit annoying is, of course, Badly getting another kill on top lane with his Ignite.
I mean, when they were running out of the jungle at 3, I saw 3 dead foxes there, so I'm actually kind of happy with how that went in the end. You know, I expected worse, so it's a trade. I think we will take Left on able to get a lot there. I mean, he's super strong now. Oh, a little bit of an engage here down bot lane.
Rayek drops low, Mr. Oregano with the Magnet Storm, getting a ton of damage through. But of course, Rayek is alive for now. Nidalee looking for something. Luckily, we do have a ward, but will it matter really? So much CC here. Kolak played that really well, hit everything. Elias will not get out of there. And Badly with the first item, with the Black Cleaver. Ay, tough one.
Everything kind of crumbling now. Left on being very greedy, or don't know if it should be called greedy, right? But he steps up a lot, and you should never just get hit straightforward by double Seraphine E and the Seraphine ult, especially not when you have flash. So a little bit greedy from Left on there. Nidalee was not even needed, and now Barcode needs to be careful. They managed to get 2 grubs, so they're at least denying the 6. But with this one Void Grubby that Upper 5 does get, they will get the single Void Might spawn at least.
Exactly, the Void Kevin will greet the Rift soon enough, as the turrets are getting hit by Upper 5 Flying Kittens. That means the Void Kevins will also greet us. Elias, yeah, you said it, Moxie. It is an annoying matchup. It is a tough matchup because you essentially cannot use your E. If you do, you get grounded, you get slowed, and you eat a lot of damage. And it is a vital combo to CC. Also, using your second ult can be kind of hard here. Because again, sometimes you, once the Steadfast Presence did not ground yet. So yeah, I'm also a bit lost for words today, because I'm generally worried about this game right now. When it didn't ground, you could always try to fake, basically, your ult second cast with your E, then let that one be stopped by the Steadfast Presence, and then still use your actual R2 to call in the Forge God and, reflect it where you actually want it to be. You cannot really do that anymore. Like, Poppy has got some really good buffs over the years, if we, look at the entire history of Poppy. And I think Poppy is kind of in a good spot right now, and we can see that Badly is having a good game, for sure, on it.
Yeah, I mean, for sure, so far things going pretty well for him. He might look to find another kill here, actually.
Elias, it's a tough one. He has no TP. And I don't think we know where Nidalee is right now, so... Yeah, he's looking for something there. He will get booped away. And there was the first Void Kevin on our screen, helping Badly to destroy this turret.
Yeah, so I mean, the shining light for Fox in this case is the LeBlanc, right? You do have a very strong LeBlanc. One item in already, has a lot of gold in her pocket, if I'm not mistaken, and 1.2k, right? So she can get that large rod or something if she wants. And a Viego comp is all about resets, right? And if LeBlanc can one-shot a carry, something like the Seraphine, something like the Ezreal, or even a Nidalee, right? And this should be able... Oh, wait a minute.
Yeah, talking about the Nidalee, Insomnia in action now. A lot of damage here from Barcode, and Lucius, he will get out for now. The Ezreal ult not connecting, the spear not connecting. Kiyomaru dropping super low, he will die. Barcode just jumping in there and not taking a sliver of health. I was worried there for a second. But Barcode makes it possible to still be on 0 deaths.
Yeah, I mean, 2 for 1, a trade we will take for sure. I think, I'm not 100% sure, did we get a shutdown on the Poppy as well? Did she have a shutdown with her 3-0? I did not see. Know if you
I'm not sure.
can update us there really, really quick, because I have the chat turned off, right? Well, Ezra actually going in
Oh, yeah,
here.
it is. Yeah, there was a bonus bounty on it. Ooh, Barcode.
Ooh.
Has no bonus bounty, by the way, even though he is 3-0-3. So,
I think he doesn't have a bounty because he is quite low on CS. I'm not sure though. I mean, low on CS compared to like the other champs in the game, right? I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I think he should have a bounty, but for some reason he doesn't. Which in the end I don't really mind, right?
yeah, good for us, right? So
Exactly. But I mean, you did see in the top lane there, Barco did manage to almost one-shot the Poppy, which made sure Kiyomaru got his first reset. Unfortunately, Renekton after that survived a little bit too long, and Kiyomaru did fall. But again, 2 for 1 is a trade we will gladly take for now. But yeah, this Poppy is scary. I don't think there's really anyone who can deal with her.
you need a group effort for sure. You need some teamwork to bring her down right now, and a lot of mixed damage instances basically. You cannot just run at her and one-shot her. That does not work. Even though again she is not as tanky as she could be with different items. But she deals a ton of damage, that's for sure. Aye, the javelin toss hurts. Flash forward from Insomnia. Mr. Oregano wants to do something, but do they have the damage? I don't think so. Kiyomaru in the middle. Oh, look at bot lane! Lefton gets the kill there. I hope he won't die from turret. But meanwhile, on top lane, at the chicken camp, Laios will fall. And Lefton died to turret. That's annoying.
That's annoying for sure. The good thing is the wave was under turret, so Ezreal does lose some more. But yeah, everything kind of crumbling a bit. Barcode getting hit by that javelin. I mean, I don't remember which pro player it was. I think it was Sven from Cloud9 back then. Or I don't remember who said it, but someone said you should never be able to get hit by a full-on vision Nidalee spear. Like if a spear, if Nidalee's standing in front of you and you see her and she throws her spear, you should never really, except if you get forced, right? If you get dodge another ability or something, right? Just a straight up spear, you should never really get hit. Unfortunately, he does. Kind of walks into that, and at that point it becomes really, really hard. A little bit of a misplay from Barcode, unfortunately.
Yeah, but that's also the thing, right? If you, I get where you're coming from, but how many spears do you have to dodge? Like all game long, and I feel like a few ones will just hit no matter what. That's just how it works, right? That's just how fatigue works. That's just how humans work. We do make mistakes, of course. Should not happen. Oh, Insomnia really quick to react there. He was expecting it, probably. Barcode on bot lane, looking really epic here, jumping in while Rayak is casting the ult. Kiyomaru. Again, that's the thing, you just have to sidestep those spears all game long, and yeah. I wouldn't wonder if, like, yeah, 20 miss, and then maybe one just hits, and that's just... Once one hits, they will do something about it. They will try to get a lead out of it. They're already on the objective. We have 2 dragons though, so I feel like it's not too bad to give this one up. Are we giving this one up though? Battley is here as well. Use the TP to get here. Oh no, that's a lot of damage, and that is enough damage. We did try to fight it, and it will not really end well as it is looking right now. Mr. Oregano up there with his ADC trying to deal a lot of damage. Lefton getting a kill here. Maybe it can turn after all. Lefton with his ultimate getting the shield. Does not quite have enough damage. Kiyomaru, can he get a kill? No, he cannot. If he got a single one there, he could have been Poppy himself and then just murder everybody. But it was a close one. It did not work out though. Quadra kill for the Crocodile.
Has some messy mistakes again. Somehow Barcode walking into melee range of Poppy just gets stunned there and just gets one shot. You know, the strongest at this point, it's not even the strongest anymore at this point, that is Lefton, right? But one of the stronger members on the Foxnyr squad just instantly out, just like that. And then unfortunately, Kiyomaru did flash over to try and get the reset on Nidalee. Fortunately, he didn't get an auto attack where Q through. Nidalee died and he didn't get the reset, which meant he had to play without a reset the whole fight. And at the end, you saw, even though ADCs are strong, if there's 2 tanks or 2 bruisers in front of you that are fed, it becomes really, really hard to play. Because they can tank your stuff and one-shot you at the same time. That's a bit of the unfortunate part of the rule there. And getting strong, going for it with AP as well now.
Yeah, I just wanted to say, something that we could do is go for the AP evolve. We said we have to adapt and evolve, so... Of course, it's not the Kha'Zix, but it is left on Kai'Sa. So, we can go for the triple evolve build. And just get the resets here on the poke ability. But yeah, I mean, I think it's the interesting design philosophy that Moxie was just talking about. If Badly is allowed to be in Barcode's face or in Lefton's face and stun them against the wall, then yeah, they are in a lot of trouble. And sadly, we do not really have a lot of reliable instant peel here. If you had something like a Thresh that could just flay away the Poppy, then it would be so much harder. But of course, Thresh did get banned away. So now Mr. Oregano has a really tough job to decide, well, do I just jump in and make sure the enemy backline cannot deal damage, or do I try to peel away the Poppy from my backline? But then, of course, the Ezreal and Insomnia are up to do whatever they want, so it's kind of a tough spot right now.
It's a tough spot for sure, but I think at this point, Oregano should always choose to go onto the enemy backline. If you can get 1 CC off on either the Seraphine, the Ezreal, or even Nidalee, right? Kai'Sa can follow up. Kai'Sa has a lot of damage. I mean, you saw they basically 2v3 the backline. Got 3 kills at least, 2 kills at least, right? So, and it's really, really hard to peel. As a rel, it's really, really hard to peel a Renekton and a Poppy. It's just really not easy to do anything against those two. Because Renekton kind of just ignores you, or even uses you to dash to your carry, right? And Poppy also kind of just blocks your whole jump, your whole engage and everything. So it's hard. Rocker Farm, thank you very much for the Prime subscription. Much, much appreciated. Enjoy the little emotes you just unlocked. And cheer on the boys with those emotes.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, the poke battle kind of begins at this point, with Kai'Sa deciding to go AP and also putting some points into W instead of maxing out her supercharge first. So that might be the decision that brings us back into that game. Who knows? Who knows? Either way, Badly, he is lurking in the shadows, and oh, I love the play though there from Barcode, just checking the bush like that so Poppy cannot react. But that's really smart play. That's something you have to do against a fed Poppy. And I mean, let's be honest here, Renekton is also really strong right now. 6 kills, 200 CS. Yep, 2 melee champions, and you have to be so careful against those.
Yeah, I mean, the good thing is, again, looking at both comps, I think we are favored the longer the games go. I am not sure though, I think it's close, but I think we are favored. So far we have secured 2 dragons, so we are allowed to give up 2 drakes, right? Ooh, really, really close.
The stun did not connect to Spectral Maw. Would have been huge if it connects, but yeah, cannot land them all. And now talking about dragons, the next one is up, and I think we want to go for that one. At least it looks like it. Are we looking for an engage though? Nobody really in the choke spot, but hey, Barcode can follow up regardless. Teleport from Poppy coming in now. That is an important one. Elias trying something here to peel away Badly. He will get stunned out of his ultimate, so nobody to throw away. Now we have the Poppy in our team. Kiyomaru on a rampage here. This is the comeback moment that we want to see. Double kill here. Even able to take the Nidalee over the wall to use it as a dash. Kiyomaru flashing forward. And we got 4 kills here. We shut down everyone. Only Rayek alive. We can just do whatever we want now. We have more than 20 seconds on everybody. Of course, Upper 5 will see what we are doing, but can Ezreal do anything about it, really? I don't think so.
His ultimate is not even up yet either, so he cannot even go for a cheeky steal. He will walk in though, see if we can maybe deny some backports, you know, make sure that Foxnyr is back late. We'll get the ult through, unfortunately. Does not cancel Kiyomaru.
Uh-oh.
Oh no, Left needs to be careful though, he has flash.
Oh, Left on will die here, the shutdown. And I mean, in the end, we're just trading the ADCs, but gold-wise, that is, of course, a little bit more favorable for upper 5, because they deny an Ashe buff as well, and they get the shutdown.
Oh.
Barcode might just... What? One shot! The Seraphine! And we just traded the ADCs, and, well, we traded LeBlanc's cooldowns, not even her ult, I think, for that one. What?
I mean, it's a 2.5 item LeBlanc into a 1 and almost 2 items Seraphine. It's also support, you know, so she's like level, I don't know, level 12, 11, while LeBlanc is level 14, right? So, yeah, if you face check LeBlanc, you, it will hurt, unfortunately. Oh, now Nidalee, actually. Okay, it's fine, it's fine. Left on TPing in to make sure to get the Drake, and they will secure this third Drake, really, really important. Elias now also ticking over to level 14. As we can see in Barcode's inventory, the Luden's something is upgraded to the other Luden's something.
Exactly.
I forgot what they renamed the items to, so, you know.
The Luden's
You guys know what I mean.
Companion is
Exactly.
the masterwork item. I don't know them all as well, because I mean who does, except for I know one guy that learned them all, but I mean that honestly that's just a waste of time. Let's be honest here.
Is
Planning
normal
on-
Luden's Tempest? Something like that?
think
Because
so.
they changed the name of Luden's as well, right? One day.
Yeah, they're changing everything to keep us
So,
on track. I mean, I still can't understand why they called the Ninja Tobbies something else, and yeah, that's just a crime, honestly.
Yeah, Ninja Tabis was banger, and I mean, I still call it that, right? Like, who cares?
Everybody does, and then you're a new player, and you're like, "What is a Ninja Tabbies? I don't get it."
Even still calling pink words, right? Usually, so.
It's a red word now.
We're
Red
mana
word, red
pots.
word. Yeah, those just don't exist anymore. I mean, biscuits kind of exist. They give you back some mana, so. But yeah,
I was always a
that's
big
where
fan of mana pots.
I guess that's one more dimension to balance things, kind of, you know. But yeah, some things were simplified. Like I know, back in the time I talked about jungle timers, and then just added them into the game, so we did not have to track them anymore, really. So
Yeah, I mean,
you know what else we don't have to track? How many outer mid lane turrets are alive? Because there are none.
and we don't have to track how many souls Swain has, because there's no Swain.
I mean, not wrong, not wrong. We also do not have to track anymore how many Magi stacks somebody has, because no Magi's in this game, because this one is a much closer one. But still, we're slowly getting back into it. So, looking good.
Yeah, so the important part for these fights is basically, you saw it in the mid lane fight where we got the 4-0, right? As long as Renekton and Poppy are not able to get onto Lefton and he is allowed to hit them for free, we win. Because he will shred through them at this point. Wait a minute.
Talking about shredding, Shining Moon cannot be defeated so easily with the Sterox. A lot of tankiness. Kiyomaru has to get a reset to heal back up again. He will not be allowed to do just that, and that means another kill here. Left on Barcode finally joining in. Left on will jump in, will die, will not get the kill onto Cola. Barcode though will not get hit by the spear. I was almost worried for the lollipop mechanic there. Will jump away, but Elias will also fall. And that was a fight. I think we took it a little bit too early. I think not everybody was ready just yet.
Yeah, I mean, basically, again, the one person I was talking about was missing. Lefton was not there. So they just did not have the damage to kill the Renekton in time. And yeah, Renekton just survives. Can make sure Kiyomaru does not get a reset. At that point, it becomes really hard. Lefton tried his best to make sure they at least get a couple kills back. Unfortunately, Kolak just living with a sliver of HP.
Ooh.
Even though it's auto-text hurt, man. Look at that HP.
Yeah, that's the power of Lich Bane. With some AP.
For now, I'm not too worried. Again, as long as we just play the fights clean, there should be no way for us to lose it. I'm not too happy about upgrading Kiyomaru's item though before upgrading Lefton's item personally, I must say. I would have preferred to see Lefton have a ornament in his inventory already. Just to make sure that he can do even more than he already does.
Oh yeah, fair. Really fair point there.
But on the other hand, it shouldn't take too long for him. Oh my god, Lefton.
Lefton has to cry out in pain. The fight is beginning here. Kimaru has to flash out, has to heartbreak out, but it is heartbreaking that he still dies. Elias is in there way too deep. And this is not what we want to see, because we see the Nasher swim under the river into the pit, and we have no jungler. Dragon is also spawning in just a few seconds, but without Kiyomaru on the field and without mid lane priority, they can pretty much just do whatever objective they want right now.
Yeah, I mean, Baron, they should not be allowed to do Baron. They will take the Dragon, which Foxnyr does not care about too much.
Almost
tries to take it.
Ooh.
Almost gives his life for that, which would have actually been kind of horrible, because that would mean a free Baron for upper 5, which it will maybe be left on. Not too healthy right now. Maybe he can get a backport through and TP back. Not sure. Kiyomaru needs to run as fast as he can.
Oh, come on, how
slow down for now.
How did that Void Seeker not connect? Come on. Come on, man. If it was a Nidalee Spear, it would have connected 100%. Stupid hitboxes, bro.
True. Or a Nautilus Hook.
Yeah, lollipopping is hell of a mechanic. For everybody that doesn't know, if you throw out a skill shot, just like in the frame that it vanishes, it will have a bit of an extended hitbox, and that's really easy to see on Nautilus Hook sometimes, or on Nidalee Spears. So yeah, that's why we call it lollipop, because the actual skill shot, like the shape it has, looks a bit like a lollipop as soon as it vanishes. And that's why this is, in a matter of fact, called lollipopping. So yeah, don't get any wrong ideas. We do not have a lollipop Poppy in this game. We are, of course, talking about how the skill shots work. Because Poppy also plays a banger skin, by the way.
Well, now the Baron dance starts. Poppy has a pretty nice flank. Spear hits Kiyomaru.
Oh, indeed. Well, the go button is pressed from both top laners, and the fight is raging on. Really good damage so far, but Miss Rorigana will die. Can Lefton survive and deal damage so far? The answer is yes. We have Relic on our side now. Kiyomaru wants to fight something, but so much damage. Elias and Barcode there have to play so hard, and they have to try, but they will not be successful here in somehow surviving. Barcode tried to go back and then maybe TP back in from a better angle, but it did not work.
Now, Poppy ulted away. I think it was to the Blanc, which meant a lot of the damage was missing. Renekton jumping onto left and making sure he could only really hit the Renekton, right? Did manage to take him down, and unfortunately it wasn't enough. I need to be careful a little bit bot lane. I mean, Poppy has TP up, but I mean, they should be fine. They're just gonna run away here. They will trade the turret back. Close game. Very close game. All the ornaments except for support are through now. So the scaling, the bonus scaling at least, is all in our favor now. So the gold lead is basically non-existent, I would say, plus minus. There's a 3k gold lead for upper 5, which kind of gets evened out by the Ornn item. So it's a pretty even game right now.
Yeah, 100%. Now, what do you think comp-wise, though? Do you think somebody is outscaling, like ignoring the Ornn items, or like just, you know, from range, from late-game item scaling and everything, and Battley? He will be in trouble here. Kiyomaru will get ulted away, but he dealt a lot of damage already to this Poppy, and that's the thing with a full HP build, as we can see it from Battley. He is really squishy against something like Blade and Thunder Sky.
Yeah, to come back to your question, I mean, I think scaling is on our side, even if we just not count the Ornn items, right? But we have a very specific way we need to play team fights, and if we don't play it like that, it becomes very, very hard. So a lot of mechanical plays that have to go right. Connecting TPing in mid lane. Drake will be up in a minute as well.
Important
Only one more Drake, and then both teams. Only one more Drake to upper 5, and then both teams are at Drake point, right? Soul point.
Yeah.
As Rocker Farm says, Seraphine is scary now. That is very true. Has landed some nice ultimates so far this game. Yeah, I think.
Yeah.
There's a couple of things that have to like either miss or hit, you know, depending on how you look at it, for both sides.
Guess they never miss, huh?
Seraphine ult is just not out to hit, basically, as stupid as it sounds. And now Kiyomaru is in a dangerous position here.
We got a spear. I guess they never miss, huh? Oh god, they do miss sometimes, but now it just hit, and that's annoying. You want to not contest the dragon anyways, I guess. So the spear doesn't hit too much, but as you said, Moxley, you really have to keep those spears hitting down to an absolute minimum, but of course it is easier said than done always.
Yeah, the good thing, Oregano is the one guy who is allowed to tank those spears, because he does have the Warmog, so he kind of just heals it up again after a little bit. So it doesn't matter too much.
I love how Battley did just basically confirm that he watches anime and respects anime tropes, you know? Let your opponent power up first and then fight him head on. Do not interrupt his power up sequence, because that would be considered rude. That's
Very
what he
true.
just
Now
did
we're
there.
neck 10.
A lot of damage. Can we get the reset though? That is huge. We get the reset on Kiyomaru. We have the Renekton now on our side. Can we get another one? We have the Seraphine now. Double kill for Kiyomaru already. And somehow we are finding those catches. Battley is not here, and that is so important. No Poppy to help defend, to help fight, flash forward. Poppy is looking to just get the wave, which is an okay play, I guess. But we got a lot of kills here, a lot of important kills.
Yeah, a lot of important kills. Mid lane inhibitor as well, which will still be down. I think inhibitors are down 3 minutes, right? Or am I stupid? 4? 3?
I think 4 minutes?
Something like that, right? Man, it's so instinct, man. I don't know.
Rocket Farm, Google this one for us. I think 4 minutes, but I might be wrong. Could be 5, could be 3, could be... I think 3 is too short, but 4 or 5 maybe?
Basically, the point I was trying to make, it will most likely be down when the Baron is up. So Foxnyr will have a little bit of an advantage in the mid lane.
How many waves, maybe? Do you know the waves? Maybe?
I have no idea, man.
Man. You're support,
I was never...
waves.
Bro, I was never a theoretical player. You should know that best. I'm always a instinctive player. Oh, I moved the mouse, sorry. I'm always an instinctive player.
Woo, I'm so good.
Hey, let's go. I was an instinctive player. I'm not a theoretical player. So all these numbers and stuff, it's just not my thing, you know. I just make sure I hit the Blitzcrank hooks, and that's all I really care about. So yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, I mean, again, I feel like as jungler, back in the day, you know, when I had to track all those timers, I literally had to do the numbers, so that's it was quite boring, but I guess it helped me to memorize some numbers. And yeah, of course, it is League of Legends, it is always shifting a little bit. That's maybe why I said 5 or 4, and Rocket Farm looked it up. It was 5 for a long time, and now it's 4, so... Oh, man. That is the stuff.
True. Yeah, now Baron is coming up, 30 seconds. As I said, the mid lane will be automatically pushing for Foxnyr, as they do have the Super Minion down there. So they will have priority on that wave. Again, they need to be careful not taking too much damage here.
Yeah, important. Every spear and every Void Seeker that hits can mean the difference between being able to contest this and having to go back to base. So the Kaiser and Insomnia, I mean, of course, you know, Left Hand and Insomnia, Or having a lot of weight in their backpack here that they have to carry. And everybody else has kind of the same weight, just expressed differently because they have to sidestep everything as good as possible.
Yeah,
See, that
Kaiser
is a good
did,
one.
yeah, that's a good one. Kaiser did go back. I think got herself a pot. TP'd back in. No, didn't get a pot. Probably didn't not have the money for that yet. But they're making sure that the mid lane wave is pushed in. Now the question is, do they want to look for an engage here?
I don't know. Kimaru looking for the flank position, but it looks like the fight will be dragged up to the Nash. Elias almost on half-life already, and I don't like to see that. He has no TP to just go back. Voidseeker will not connect, but of course all the spears will also not connect. Mr. Oregano gets hit, but it doesn't really matter too much. Man. But still, this is so nerve-wracking.
It looks like Elias is going back.
That's Sapphire, by the way.
Yeah, that's an upgraded boots, basically. You can now upgrade your boots. But yeah, it looks like it's gonna be a final fight for Drake for the soul point. Both of these teams would love to get that infernal soul, you know, having that extra smack behind the poke. Foxnyr kind of need to look to find another engage like they've done so well a couple of times now.
Yeah, but oh man. Oh no, you don't want to see that, and not just before the objective spawns, of course. Elias TPing back in, but already takes the spear again. And it's so tough, you need to somehow shove out the mid wave, you need to contest the mid wave, you need to do stuff. Now the chain connects, the one shot on Seraphine. Seraphine no more in this game for 1 minute. Can we get more and not walk into everything? Kiyomaru, a shutdown is already happening. It's 1-for-1 right now. Left on is down. Mr. Oregano is down. Badly doing so much together with Shining Moon and Insomnia following it up, getting the kill. Barcode super low, has to get out of there. Kiyomaru still healthy, but again, that's a bit the problem with the Viego, right? He cannot really do anything here. Yeah.
It's most likely gonna be game. I don't know. I didn't see what happened, but what happened to Lefton? He somehow stood in the enemy team all of a sudden, has flash up, has his spray seeker up, has everything up. Unfortunately, it looks like Fenrir boys will go back. We'll go for the 1-1 once again. And most of the games have gone 1-1 so far. Unfortunate, but GG's. And
GG's indeed.
What can do? What can do?
What can do? I mean, again,
like
1-1.
1-1, we take it, but
right?
it does make it harder for playoffs. That's like the main issue, right? Because now you are set behind a little bit, and you kind of have to hope for the other top two teams to drop games. You know, it's a bit more out of your control now. That's the main issue. But yeah, again, I feel like a lot of how can I say this? A lot of silly micro mistakes. You know, people getting hit by things they should not. Of course, I mean, it's always easier said than done, right? But just again, I did not see what happened at the end there, but somehow left on being frontline there and dying with flash and spray seeker up is just something that is not allowed to happen, right? And they got the pick on the Seraphine. That should have been a free fight for Foxnyr, free Drake, free Baron, one of the two at least, right? Fortunately, they grabbed a little bit too far. And yeah, we will end it on another 1-1. And looking at the group right now, I see there are 4 teams with 6 wins now. The top 2 teams do have only 2 losses, while the third, us and the other 6 wins team have 4 losses. So again, we kind of have to hope for those teams to... for Lozan and Permita, to be precise, to drop at least a game or 2, preferably, right? Otherwise, it will be hard. But yeah. At least Lozan and Permita still have to play against each other, so you know, one of them is at least gonna lose a game or 2, because you know they are playing against each other. So one of them, if they go 1-1, they both have 3 losses. That would not help us too much. So I think we prefer for one of them to go 2-0. And yeah, like again, looking at the schedules for both Permita and Lozan, it's not the easiest. So there are potential games to be dropped. Yeah. Now we just need to hope that the boys can gather up their final strength for the last 2 games and go for that 4-0.
Exactly. Moxie, it was a pleasure to have you here. And we will have one more best of 2 series in about 1 hour and a few minutes. So, of course, thanks for stopping by, Freeze. Moxie, I think you are happy if Timo casts the next one. I will keep you updated on it, but I think everything should go fine. So we will have one of the players that just played right now, Barcode from mid lane, to accompany me because, yeah, again, Moxie, I don't think your throat would really like to cast some more games. So whoever you see, you will see me and the main team and Moxie or another wonderful CC. Again, maybe Timo from the team that just played. In about an hour. See you then. Don't go too far. And if you are not here in the stream anymore, have a great Sunday and a great start into the week. Thank you so much for watching.
See you guys in chat at least, for sure. Have a good one, guys.
and forth. Move my body back and forth. Move my body.